Everybody, I'm going live, and we are live. Hey everybody, I'm live. I'm live with you. How you doing? And I want to pose a question that will undoubtedly cause me to make another live stream about this. Okay, let me show you what caused me to form the title of the live stream that you're watching right now. Okay, and I'm gesticulating in Bernie Sanders style. That doesn't mean that I'm necessarily supporting him or anybody else, but it just seems like a good idea to do it. Let me show you what I'm talking about right now. Okay, walk with me here, cyber walk with me here, as I show you. This is the live cam for. Let's see if I can get this focused correctly, so I'm not. Let's see how we're doing this. So I make sure that got the right vision here. That's the right vision. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I can move this over. All right, so there. And then I can put this down. All right, and then, okay, this is February 29, 2020. Okay, see that? February 29, 2020. Let me see, make sure I got that lined up correctly. Let me move this a bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay, see that? All right. February was here. All right. Right here, February 29, 2020. See that? February 29, 2020. Make sure I got that. February 29, 2020, right here. Okay. Now, 3 o'clock in the day. That's Saturday. Look, you have three cranes up as high as almost 600 feet because this is 254 feet high stadium. Let's say 260. So double that, right? You're looking at 600 feet. Okay, cool. Capiche? Capiche. All right, now let's go forward in time to 4 o'clock. It's 3:20. See, this crane comes down. This one's still up, right? Then guess what? They're both down. Okay, this one is still up. Then eventually it's down. So from 4:20, they still say the same, and the same, and the same. Okay. This is Saturday evening. Nothing. Still nothing. All right. The cranes are down. Looks like nobody's on the property. It's night. Same condition. March 1st, 6 in the morning. Guess what? The cranes are in the same position. Unused. There's no evidence of anybody on the property save for this. Okay. That right there. But watch around this. Okay. Watch. Okay. Look at that. You got a light here, right? Nothing else moved. There was just this. Nothing else moved. Okay. Nothing else moved. See that? Nothing else moved. Keep going. 640. You see any movement? Nope, I don't. Cranes are still the same. See that? See the movement? Cranes are still the same. Okay. Cranes are still the same. Still the same. Wait a minute. We had a car movement over here. What looked like that right there, right? Move back. Okay. Okay, look at that. Looked like you had nothing. Pavement got a little wetter, didn't it? We had, see that car still sitting there, right? Okay. Morning, 9 o'clock, 9:40, still nothing. Still nothing. Still no movement. Still no movement. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still no. Wait a minute. We got one truck move here. That's it. Okay. See that right there? Okay. That moved back into place here. Still nothing, still nothing, still nothing, and nothing, and nothing. For the entire day, there has been, for all practical purposes, no activity at the stadium. This is going into Sunday night at 6 p.m. Okay. Nothing since Saturday. Now, is that, I mean, what is it? Is it possibly due to the announcement regarding the risks posed by the coronavirus? Because so many activities have stopped. And if that's the case, then it's time for us to ask the question. Very simple question. Hey, Eric, how you doing? And the question is this: will Las Vegas Stadium construction be slowed by the coronavirus? And is that the only way? Is construction the only aspect of Las Vegas Stadium, Allegiant Stadium, that will be hampered due to the coronavirus? Well, let's think about that and consider this, which may read like it has nothing to do with, hold on a second, Norville, has nothing to do with the situation at hand, but hold on a second, okay? I say that because in February of this year, Macau, the playground resort for many Las Vegas top casino corporations, MGM, Sands, Caesars, reported an 87% revenue drop for February. Did you hear what I said? 87%. Now, why is that important with respect to Las Vegas? Because if you look at any of the 10D filings of the casino organizations, you would find that over the past, decade, their best performance has come from their operations in Macau. And that's especially true for MGM and Sands Expo, and Sands Las Vegas Sands. So Las Vegas itself became an afterthought. Not much time was spent reporting revenue, although gaming revenue was said to have been slightly better, but for February, for February, slightly better. But coronavirus fears have only hit the United States over the past month. This is March 1st. We're talking about February for Vegas, where the fears ramped up. January to February, the coronavirus talk came from China. So now we have a situation where we know, because people are dying, that the coronavirus is active in the United States. And what do we have medical officials tell us? Basically this: don't go anywhere. Don't travel. Don't even go to the office to work if you don't have to. If you can telecommute, which means if you can work from home, like in a sense I'm doing, do it. That's what you were told. Big conventions canceled. The 20,000 strong San Francisco Game Developer Conference postponed till the summer. Maybe it's coming back. Many conventions and gatherings terminated. Everyone is waiting with bated breath to see what happens to the electric dance event in Las Vegas. The big multi-J event that features electric, what's it called? There's a term for the dance. But I digress. What's next? How many conventions have been terminated? Don't know. I do know I see a listing about a name. It seems every hour of every day of late over the past week. Construction in many places has been halted. Did that happen in Las Vegas? Will they come to work tomorrow en masse? Will the coronavirus slow Las Vegas in that way? I can tell you, if it doesn't hit the stadium that way, it's definitely going to hit the stadium in terms of the hotel stadium tax that goes to pay for the bond issue. Big time. Why? Because the revenue from the hotel stadium tax is based on what? People visiting to the hotel. As Eric Young says, this is serious. It is very serious. This is the absolute worst case scenario that the forecasters, Jeremy Arguello, did not predict. He would say, yes, I did, during his presentation at the Southern Nevada Tourism and Infrastructure Committee meetings that were established by then Governor of Nevada, Brian Sandoval. He did show this dip, did Arguello, but the way he demonstrated it, it came further down the pike, not this early. This is early. This is early. And so in a situation where hotel stadium tax rate of growth was already less than projected, here comes the coronavirus to pull it down some more. What does that mean? It means that it's more likely that the Clark County taxpayer will start coughing up to pay the monthly debt coverage for the bond issue sooner rather than later. I'll get to your questions now. Northville says, any insurance on this for developers or governments? Well, let me ask that. Insurance on, let me take, because you're asking a lay question, and out of respect for you, I believe what you're asking is, will there be an insurance on revenues? No. There's no law. I mean, let's take that idea. That means that the United States government would have to have a gigantic pool, trillions of dollars in size, to be able to finance any municipality that found itself in a situation where its bond issue wasn't going to be paid for by the revenue stream that was marked for it. Okay? In this instance, the hotel stadium tax is that revenue stream. But the way it's designed, the bond issue, and the reason why it's called a general obligation bond is because it rests for its backing on the general fund of Clark County. What is that general fund? The general fund is essentially the fiscal belly. You know how you eat and food goes to your stomach? Well, a county or a city eats tax money, and that goes to its general fund, which is essentially its fiscal stomach. So in this instance, the hotel tax revenue, stadium tax revenue, goes to a special fund within the general fund. But guess what? If that fund is not enough to cover the debt has to be paid, then money got gathered from other sources like property taxes and poured into the general fund, the belly, is used to make sure the bond is paid for. All right? So what this all means, however, is the coronavirus could make things a bit tougher for the Las Vegas Clark County taxpayer earlier than forecasts. Paul Garcia asks, what happened to the Oakland lawsuit? That is the focus of a court meeting on the 6th of March this week. I will have someone at the court to report back on what's happening. Actually, Donald Richardson has said that he would go on behalf of Zenny 62 Media as our designated vlogger. I'm going to ping another vlogger, see if he will join Richardson as well. But we will have people there to cover the latest news on the lawsuit. That's the latest. Eric Young says, never mind me being angry about this Las Vegas situation. Getting rid of this virus is our top priority now, 100%. Thank God this isn't an airborne virus. Yeah. Hey, Sean Watson, by the way, if this was an airborne virus, woo, boy, oh boy. And I want to ping on that for a second. Excel Generations, how you doing? Says, yeah, this virus messed up a lot of production. Yeah, it did. Now, the question is, what is the coronavirus? The coronavirus, as I understand it, is like influenza or any class of flu. And the best way not to get it is, well, the best way not to get a cold. First of all, wash your hands. My recommendation to you is to take a shower every single day, a hot shower. Why? Because your whole body is scrubbed and clean. And that way, if your face is clean, you're less likely to touch your face because and spread germs that way because your face and your hands are theoretically clean, right? Then use sanitizer. Then don't shake hands. I was about to say fist bump, but I would just say, maybe just not even fist bump. There are some people who are doing the foot clock, where they kind of knock their feet together, and it was a form of greeting. I saw that on Immigrant, all right? And Excel Generation says the homeless is wide open for this virus. Yeah, if you want to help the homeless right now, go get a crate, even a small box, like 8 or 10 of hand sanitizers. Better yet, get a whole crate and give them out to homeless people. That's the best way you can help the homeless right now. And not only that, there are these gigantic bottles of hand sanitizer that people can use, right? Give that as well. That's gonna save lives because they can use that to wash their face, every place else. And I would say that we really do wonders for a lot of people. And so Eric Young says, from what I understand, this virus is man-made. Is that right? Is someone trying to wipe us out? Why did this virus come right now? I mean, was the virus, and why was it launched now in the middle of an election year? Was this something to do to make sure that America didn't elect Donald Trump for president? It wouldn't surprise me. Paul Garcia says, from what Eric, it started in Canada and went to China first. Huh. So it started in Canada, but where in Canada did it start? Was it something that escaped from a test tube? Do we have to go up and blame Canada? There is that South Park song that goes, blame Canada, blame Canada. In fact, that's appropriate for this. I have to make a video that uses that South Park song to blame Canada for the coronavirus. Oh, my Lord. Blame Canada. I've heard of everything now. I have heard of everything. But we'll back to the stadium. Another way that the stadium will be impacted by the coronavirus is in sponsorships. That's right. According to Oakland Raiders, now Las Vegas Raiders president, Mark Bedane, several months ago, last year, he said that the Raiders needed 12 founding partner sponsors for the stadium. That was their objective. but they got 10. They're too short. The coronavirus and its negative economic impact will all but assure it be that much harder to get that sponsor in the conventional way. Now, if I were Jerry Jones and Legends, I would seek, as a sponsor, I would seek medical organizations. Shift industries to pharmaceuticals, people who are interested in pushing their coronavirus related products. It can be done, but it's going to be a lot harder because the economy has been so negatively impacted because of this virus. So I would say, excuse me, I would say that regardless of the focus, sponsorships. But then another piece, another major piece would be impacted, because if sponsorships are impacted and they haven't finished paying off the Bank of America loan, the Bank of America loan is impacted. Excel Generation says, not sure if the virus will affect Trump. I'm almost certain Trump will win, especially if the Dems do a brokered convention on Bernie and give to Biden, Bloomberg, Warren. That's interesting. So are you saying that Biden will win and that'll be a bad thing? Eric Young says, do you know that the AIDS virus was confirmed to be an act of terrorism that backfired? This is the first time I have ever heard that in my entire life. I have never heard that before. Eric Young here says that the AIDS virus was confirmed to be an act of terrorism that backfired. But by who? Who was committing the act of terrorism against the world? Which begs the question, are you telling me that the coronavirus is also an act of terrorism? Just curious. Something else, too, while we're talking about this. The coronavirus would also impact PSL payments. You would say, wait a minute, Zenny. The Raiders have already sold all their PSLs out. They have their 400 million plus. Not so fast, because what they have essentially are pledges to pay with a deposit up front, right? So they got the deposit, yeah. But what are they going to do when those next round of monies come due? How many people will pull out because of the coronavirus and the fact that the coronavirus is hitting many economically? The question is just how many. All right. Eric Young says, I'll have to get back to you on the question of who created the AIDS virus. Who is the terrorist? Excel Generation says, no, I mean if Bernie has the delegates, but they have to go to the convention and have the super delegates pick. Pretty sure there's going to be riots. It will be an interesting situation. But I don't see it translating into a Democratic loss to Trump for that reason. I think President Trump is pretty badly wounded by this coronavirus issue. I really do. I think this is the turn, because prior to this, it looked like Trump was going to sail right back into the White House. He had control of everything. He was quite literally, moving people out of the way who got in his way at the White House. It looked like he had control of everything. All of a sudden, boom, here comes the coronavirus. And for all practical purposes, the president looks like not only he, but the economy he claims to be so proud of have both come unhinged. I don't think so. We'll see, though. We'll see. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance, right? As long as you have one guy running for president and one other guy or gal running for president. Yeah. Okay. It's a 50-50. I give you that. All right. Getting back to the coronavirus and its impact on Las Vegas Stadium and Allegiant Stadium, it will also hamper the ability of the stadium to gain public monies that in many cases will suffer a hue and cry to be diverted for medical related reasons during this emergency. Specifically, the State Water Resources Board and the $30 million that it originally was going to put into the stadium, but has been stalling on for a number of weeks now. This is only going to get worse before it gets better. Now, what does this mean for the future of the Raiders? I honestly don't know. I don't. I can tell you it's never been more shaky in terms of the future of the stadium with respect to its original plans for completion. No, I'm not saying it's not going to get done, okay? But I am saying it will be significantly slowed. That's what I'm saying, okay? Flame says, you're going to have to face the fact the Raiders are now Las Vegas Raiders. You're going to have to face the fact that Las Vegas is major hit by the coronavirus. Ha, ha, ha. No, no, no. It is not funny. You say LOL here. I say no LOL at all. It's not funny. This is very serious. This isn't some thing where you can use your fake name, come up with BS ideas. No, people are dying. Aren't you aware of current events? People are dying from this thing. Major Las Vegas casino organizations are tanking because of this thing. And you come up with this stupid ass gobbledygook? Come on! Seriously? Need I remind you of where we are? A major virus threatens to wipe out a lot of people, okay? A major one, major virus threatens to wipe out a ton of people. A ton. I certainly hope not. Additionally, okay? All right? Additionally, all right? So LaFlame, you're gone. I don't know what you mean or whatever, but I'm hiding you from the channel. Period. I have no time for tomfoolishness or tomfoolery. I can talk about Tom Brady, though. All right? Yeah, absolutely. Tom Brady I can talk about, but not right now. No, folks, the reason I'm talking this way is because this is a crisis. This is a major crisis. Eric Ramos says, Tom Brady to Raiders. Nah, Tom Brady stays put. If anything, Tom Brady would go to a team that already ran the Earhart-Perkins system that he knows in New England. And that narrows it down to the following. The Chargers, the Giants, the Denver Broncos, those three. All right, Chargers, Giants, Broncos, and I believe the Chicago Bears. There's four others that run that system. The Raiders are not one of them. The Raiders run a West Coast system. The Dolphins are not one of them. I don't believe. So there are only a handful of teams. Excel Generator says Raiders fans hate Brady. Look, you know what? I don't know how many times I have heard that the Raider fans hate a quarterback prospect that then when that person came to the Raiders, they loved him. Case in point, Raider fans were said to hate Rich Gannon. Why? He played for the Chiefs. But what did he do? He came over to the Raiders and did What? Right. He marched the Raiders to the Super Bowl against the Bucks. So what? Excel Generation says that's way different. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. It's no different. You have an experienced quarterback at the time moving over to play same position for a rival. What would be the difference between Brady coming to the Raiders, especially for those who yell tuck rule, and Gannon from our sworn enemy, the Chiefs, coming over to the Raiders, which has happened? I see no difference whatsoever. Excel says way different tuck rule, man. So what? Still a rival. What you're saying makes no sense. Eric Ramos says Raiders hated Jerry Rice, then loved him. See? Right. Hey, the Raiders hated Ronnie Lott, then they loved him. How many examples of this do we have through history? You want to go all the way back to the 70s and the 80s. Lyle Alzado, the most hated Bronco to Raider fans, not named Haven Moses or Craig Morton. I'm reaching way back in the Wayback Machine. And now, okay, Lyle Alzado is loved by the Raiders, by Raiders fans. All right? Yeah. Wow. Eric Ramos says Raiders. I got that one. Eric Ramos brings up a fantastic example. Bill Romanowski. So he played for what? The Niners, the Broncos, and then the Raiders. But as they say, once a Raider, always the Raider. If you met Bill Romanowski, you wouldn't think he played for anybody but the Oakland Raiders, period. Excel Generation says Brady is the devil in Oakland, man. Yeah, but so is Rich Gannon. See, you're not old enough to remember Rich Gannon. So is Lyle Alzado. So what? Excel Generation says Vegas might be different. You mean in what sense? I don't think in what sense? As far as Brady? No. I don't see I don't see that happening. And I don't see that happening based on what I was told at the combine. That is, Tom Brady just wants to see what teams love him. I don't discount the possibility, and it has not for any reason, anything that John Gruden said, right? Because the Raiders could very well carry Derek Carr and Tom Brady. Why not? It would be interesting, but I don't think they would. The Patriots are not going to let Tom Brady walk out of the door just like that. He's too loved. He's worth too much to the franchise. And I say this, Tom Brady cannot win anywhere else other than New England. Okay? Forget it. He can't just walk into another situation and make it go. He's too old to do that. This is not like Joe Montana, who was forced out of San Francisco really in his prime. Tom Brady is a man with diminishing skills. Okay? Eric Ramos says, you think that the stadium gets done on time? We've been through this before. The stadium is already late. Don't you read the website? Read the website. The stadium's been late for I don't know how long. The stadium was supposed to originally have been finished May of this year. That was the original plan. The minute they got off, they started moving the date back. It was already late. So why do people keep asking me this question? Except if they're not paying attention to the stadium situation. Why are you not paying attention to it? Why are you not at the website reading the documents, looking at the schedules, looking at the past information from the Southern Nevada Tourism and Infrastructure Committee that was established by Nevada Governor Brian Sandoval. It's all there. Steely Blues, I haven't seen you in a long time. Steely Blues says, this virus is going to do major damage to Vegas tourism, impacting the hotel tax subsidizing the stadium, and the taxpayers' general fund will have to foot the bill. Exactly. Eric Young message retracted. Excel Generation says, all right, I gotta go to bed. Hey man, I'll see you. Yeah, I gotta go to bed too. But it's only 35 minutes. I'll keep talking. Hey, something else that people are forgetting. Tom Brady, let me put it this way. Tom Brady is not going to just walk away without getting paid. Someone, somewhere is going to have to pay him big money. The question is who? The Raiders seem to have some money, but if that money is based on some promise by a casino, again, with a coronavirus, bye-bye baby deal, not happening. No. So who looks the better one? New England, of course. Tom Brady also has, with his wife Giselle, kids in school. Do they really just want to uproot their kids from their friends like that when they don't have to? There's nothing written in stone that says Tom Brady must leave the Patriots for another team. He just wants to feel the love. Really, what he wants to see is if New England is going to show that it loves him. Okay? That is what Tom is after. Will they take care of me? Because I am telling you this, he will not win anywhere else. And I don't think Tom Brady wants to go to another team to lose. I would hope not. I don't think Tom Brady wants to go to another community where he's not known. Why would you want to leave this warm bed of fandom called Foxborough Stadium and New England for some other place where it's nothing certain that he's going to be accepted? Eric Young says, you're right. While there's absolutely nothing funny about the coronavirus, it is, however, a terrifying case of karma. It is. Can't look at it any other way than that. It's a little weird, the coronavirus thing. A little weird. The timing is a little weird, the coronavirus thing. A little weird. Make sure you keep your hands clean. Make sure you wash your face. Make sure that if you're working in the food industry, you wear gloves. Okay? Put those gloves on, No, just, I clean my hands. Wear your gloves. Wear your gloves. If you have to order food, do so at a kiosk. If you have to cook food, make sure you cook your own food indoors, in your own place. Cocooning will be the thing. In fact, it already is. Look, this is so bad that there was a dramatic decrease in nitrous oxide over key urban parts of China. Did you hear about the NASA scan? Because the economic activity has so slowed that it has quite literally made the air cleaner. Wow. This is a trippy situation. It really is a trippy situation. And I'm going to pick it up more tomorrow and get ready to go to bed. I want to thank you for coming on at, late night. I didn't think I was going to get anybody. But I wanted to talk about this regardless. It's quite important. The coronavirus. Make sure keep yourself clean. And subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube. We'll see you. Good night.